Fire in the hole! Hey, let's make a beer can chicken with no beer can. What do you think about that? Okay, I'll show you how we do it. First thing we got to do is borrow Smoky Goodness's Wayback Machine and go back to yesterday. And I'll show you how we get that chicken set up. Then we'll bring you back to today and show you how we cook them. So please, all I ask is that you stay tuned. Okay, so we're going to have to marinate our chicken because we're not using a beer can to cook them. We are going to use some beer though. We're going to marinate them in beer and barbecue seasoning. I have some Paul Prud'homme's barbecue seasoning, and I have a very nice beer for marinating. It's Monk in the Trunk Organic Amber Ale. It's brewed in Jupiter, Florida. So we're going to stick our chicken in a plastic bag. He's been rinsed in the sink. A whole chicken, if I can. Yeah, I'll get him in there. Don't you worry. Okay, got him in the bag. I'm going to throw in some of that Paul Prud'homme's barbecue seasoning. It's a pretty standard barbecue rub kind of a thing. We're just going to rub him down with that. And we're going to rub him further when we get him on the can stand. We're not going to use a beer can per se, but we're going to still put him on the upright roaster. Need to get some more of that on there. Hope you can see that. Okay. Alright, now we got, that's plenty of barbecue seasoning. We'll put this whole bottle of beer in there. That's a nice beer too. I'm going to have to save to swallow that for the pitmaster. Yeah, that should be enough beer. I got to drink some of that. Oh yeah, that's a good beer. Okay. Now we're going to close that up and put him in the fridge overnight. And then tomorrow we'll put him on our upright roasting stand and roast him on the grill. We'll just let him marinate in there. And tomorrow we'll roast him without the beer can. But he'll be marinated in beer all night. So we'll still get that good flavor and he'll be nice and moist. Because of that beer marinade's going to penetrate and that Paul Prud'homme spices. So, whoops. Okay, please stay tuned. So there's Mr. Chicken. He's been in the marinade all night. And I got my beer can roaster set up with no beer can in it. And I'm going to put the marinade into the drip pan. But first I'm going to set Mr. Chicken up. Got to drain him off a little bit. Get that excess marinade off of him. Just let him drip dry a little bit right there. Right there in that marinade pan. We're going to pour this marinade in the drip pan. And that's going to keep the moisture up inside our grill. Plus, it's beer. So it's going to add flavor to our chicken. We're going to put him on the stand like we would if we had a beer can on there, but without the beer can. And you got to use this kind of stand. There's another kind that won't work. But we got our upright roaster set up here. Mr. Chicken is on it. And what we're going to do now is we're going to slather a little bit of this Paul Prud'homme's barbecue spice on him. Just for fun. And we're also going to put some barbecue sauce on him after he gets cooked a little bit. Just to give him a little bit of color and a little bit of flavor. And you can't beat this kind of roasting of a chicken because it's upright roaster, because it makes the skin nice and crispy and it makes it taste good. So we're going to stick him on the grill, and then I'll bring you back and show you what he looks like after about 30 minutes. And of course, as always, going to drink a beer because I need one. It's 100 degrees out here. So please, stay tuned. There's the Frosty Root Boy mug, and I got what's become one of my favorite beers. This is Abita Lemon Wheat. I've had this before and I like it. I'm not a big fan of wheat beer, but this one has got the most beautiful lemon flavor to it and color. What do you see? Looks like lemonade in the glass. Look how light that is. And it's very crisp and refreshing. And it's got a very small head. Small lacy head. Look at the color of that. Can you see that? It's almost like a yellow looking stuff. And you can smell the lemons and you can taste them. Ah, it smells good. Ah, that's the perfect beer for a summer day when you're out cooking on the grill. I gotta tell you. So let's look in on Mr. Chicken. He's been on there about 30 minutes. And I don't know if I mentioned it, but the reason we're doing this without the beer can is because I read an article in on the web saying that beer cans are bad for you because, you know, the paint on the can can leach off into the meat. And we're going to stick our temperature probe in his breast, but first I'm going to slather him with some of this barbecue sauce. I'm going to rub that down on him, all over him. That's Sweet Baby Ray's Raspberry Chipotle. Sounds good, doesn't it? We're just going to glaze him with that barbecue sauce. He's looking pretty good. And I got some plantains on the grill. And I got some corn on the cob. That's going to be dinner tonight. I'm going to glaze him up with this raspberry chipotle barbecue sauce. And he's going to cook faster too because there's no can to get in the way of the heat going up inside of him. We got to spin him around probably. I don't know, maybe not. And I'm going to get some more barbecue sauce on him. Get some up under his wings, you know, kind of like a deodorant. Get some on his legs. Get a little bit of that everywhere. I'm going to glaze him up with that some more. I'm going to cook him some more. I'm going to put my, like I said, my temperature probe in his breast so we'll know when he's done. Meanwhile, don't he look good? Beautiful. Beautiful chicken. Beer can chicken without the can. I got a little bit of apple wood on the burning up in there. I got to shut that lid before that apple wood burns up. And that's my beer can chicken with no beer can. So I hope you like it. And if you do, please subscribe. I do this every week for you and for me. And my old lady eats good too. And that's about it. So I'll bring you back for the dinner shot when we get it on the table. And let me enjoy the rest of my beer. And I'll see you all next week. Okay? Root Boy out.